What's poppin', people? This is the third part of our three-part little design series that we have going, and this is the most important part, I think, out of all three parts. In this video, we're gonna talk about actually building a brand around your product and your designs. We can talk about branding for hours, so instead of talking about it for hours, we're just gonna break down the three most important things that you need to do to actually get sales into your store. Those three things are product placement, like actually growing a following, like a real followers on Instagram, which I'll show you. And then the third thing is kind of like who's associated with your product, who wears your product, or what vibe is surrounding your product. A lot of what branding actually is just building social proof. You hear me say social proof all the time on the channel, but what the heck actually is social proof? A lot of you guys might not know what social proof actually is. Here's a perfect example of what social proof is. Social proof is the reason why, most the average guy's Instagram is like pictures of him with girls at like parties or bars or whatever. In theory, they are the product, and by placing themselves with all these girls in all their pictures, it makes it seem like they are in demand. And I'm totally not hating like at all. Like, we gotta do what we gotta do, bro, because girls are way better at this than us. Here's the girl example of social proof. Girls are so good at this because they do it like a little more subtle. Not really, but like here's an example. And the girls will post a picture and the caption will just be like, "Oh, I just got a new haircut. Guys, look, I got a haircut." I mean, I couldn't see your hair, but I'm not complaining. Like, I'm a huge fan personally, so keep up the good work. You're killing it. But why do they post these pictures on Instagram, you guys? Because when they do, the comments are gonna look like this. Those are two like real life examples that you see every day of social proof in action. All social proof pretty much is making things look more in demand than they actually are. So how are we gonna incorporate this same social proof strategy into our products and into our stores? These are the three ways that we're gonna do that, you guys. Number one, product placement. Let me put a screenshot right there. One way that a lot of Instagrammers, especially in like the luxury niche, what they do is they place their product around really nice cars or really nice fashion. The reason they do that is because they want people's brains to associate their product with like Lamborghinis or with Porsches or with really, really high fashion people. You're probably wondering though, I'm just starting out. Like, all I have are just plain blank white background images. How the heck am I supposed to place my product next to a Porsche? Well, here's what you're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna take advantage of something called the law of implied association. That sounds so legit, but I like just pulled it out of my ass like 10 seconds ago. Long story short, what this is we could do the same thing by structuring our Instagram page a little bit differently. So have a page on Instagram that's just all curated content with your brand's name on it. So here's an example I'll put right there. This fitness database page, it's just all pictures of like really, really fit bodybuilders. Curated just pretty much means you're just taking the best things you find on Instagram and throwing it all together on your page. Once or twice a week, you're gonna put pictures of your products on that page. And at all times, the link in the bio is gonna be the link to your store. So here's what pretty much the law of implied association is. So this fitness database page that I put up here, imagine if they come out with like 2 or 3 fitness t-shirts or hoodies, and like once or twice a week they're posting those on the page. When they show that shirt to their audience, it's gonna associate their shirt with top bodybuilders. But guys, in terms of actually growing like your Instagram following, this is huge because you're way more likely to get followers on a page like this than you are if the page is just all of your gym t-shirts. It's just all curated content, and that's value to people. People will click that follow button because they know multiple times per week they're gonna get some sort of value to their feed. Value just meaning what they pressed follow for. So some people press follow for quote pages, some people follow their favorite bodybuilders, some people follow skateboarding pages to see some cool skate tricks. What value does your brand provide? What that does is it establishes your page as an authority over time. The second link in the description is gonna be the video I posted on how to like automate growing your Instagram account by like 1,000 followers a week. So you literally just run this bot on this website and you're gonna grow by like 1,000 real, super targeted followers per week. So I don't want you to like burn tons of money or time building up your Instagram page, but it is just way too valuable to ignore actually building a valuable Instagram page around your brand. Also, if you buy an influencer shout out, so let's say you buy a shout out on a page with like 2 million followers, and it's just like promoting your fitness hoodie. We'll stick with fitness for this video. And we buy a shout out from a 2 million page. If your page, because what they're gonna do in the shout out is they're gonna tag back to your Instagram profile. If you have a curated page of all like really high quality, valuable content, people are way more likely to follow you as opposed to just having like a t-shirt page. And this is huge because once that person follows you, you will never have to pay that page again to advertise to that person. So you're essentially funneling people from their page over to yours, which just makes the return on your investment way bigger as opposed to just posting your t-shirt, getting some sales, and then boom, that's it. If you can funnel like 400 to 500 people every shout out over to your page, that in itself is such a valuable asset, you guys. Get two things for the price of one. Get a shout out which grows your own page and actually get sales on the product that you promoted over there. We're definitely gonna talk about Instagram in other videos, but like one more final thing that I wanna talk about with Instagram, this page is gonna become an asset to you because let's say once you're at like 20,000 or 10,000 even, you can start trading shout outs with other pages in like the 20 to 30,000. And that's how pages really grow fast, is once they hit like 20 or 30,000, they can start trading shout outs with each other, and that really helps like grow your page fast. There's gonna be so many other videos about like growing on Instagram and viral videos and everything, so subscribe if you don't want to miss that. The next thing, what we talked about at the beginning, who is associated with your product and what's like the general vibe around your product. And here is where it all ties in together, you guys. We're slowly growing our page by like 1,000 followers a week using the InstaZood bot, which we talk about in the second link in the description. We need to get cool people associated with our product. So what you're gonna do, you guys, is allocate, and please, I highly recommend not doing this next step until you already have a following of about like 4 to 10,000 on Instagram, and if you're already doing like a few sales, so that you like have some feedback on your products and you know whether or not your product is good. Do not do this next step too early, you guys. Trust me. Wait a little bit, be patient for like 1 month. That's really all it takes to kind of get like 4,000 followers and like a few sales. This next step, you're gonna allocate like a small budget of like, I don't know, whatever you feel comfortable with. It could be $20 a month, it could be $140 a month. And you're gonna take a few things from your store and then send them out to small influencers for free. And in this case, do it on like we're sticking with the theme of fitness. What we would do is find, and let's say our page is like powerlifting, so it's a specific group of people. What we're gonna do is look for pages of upcoming like powerlifting pages, so guys that have like 2,000, and personal pages, not like themed pages. So we're gonna find actual people that have a following of like 2,000 to like 10,000 to start off. In the future you can work with bigger people, but starting off it's these guys with like 2,000 to 7,000 that if you send them a free t-shirt, they're gonna post a picture of them wearing your t-shirt to their whole following. And you need to make sure you have a quality product, guys. Not literally like the fabric, but like the actual like design. Is it a shirt that like that group of people would actually want to wear? Like if you send a powerlifter some like super funny like meme about powerlifting that everybody in the powerlifting niche relates to, he would love to wear it. He'll actually go out of his way to wear it and take as many pictures as possible with it. But if you just send him a t-shirt that says Donkey Fitness and just plain white text, he's gonna feel like he's being forced to wear it. So actually, which is why in almost every video now, I've recommended you stick to a niche that you know if you're gonna go the whole print on demand, building a brand route. So let's say we send out 5 t-shirts or so to 5 powerlifters with like between 2,000 and 10,000 followers. That in itself is gonna potentially start bringing sales and new people to your store, because people will buy from people they trust. If I came out with a t-shirt that said UC on it, like if I came out with a t-shirt that said like UC and had like some of the memes that I feature on my channel, I know for sure like a couple of you guys would buy it. Even if you get no sales out of that, it's still valuable to you, and here's why. Because you now have 5 or more pictures of people in the powerlifting niche that you could then post on your page of actual powerlifters wearing your stuff. Then that once or twice a week where we're posting our product, it's no longer an image with a blank background. It's an actual powerlifter, either like in the gym or at home, wearing our shirt. And now in the future, when you buy shoutouts from big influencer pages, you now have actual pictures of actual people in your actual niche wearing your clothing, which converts so much better. And these aren't just any people that you just picked off the street. These are actual people who are coming up in the powerlifting niche, or whatever niche you're in. That kind of breaks down like how to build social proof around your brand. That it comes like full circle, the product placement, the actual growing of your page, and then the actual sending some products out to people for free. It's what all of the top brands do, you guys. I reference Gymshark a lot on this channel because I've been following them for a while, so I've seen their growth from the beginning. If you go to Gymshark's Instagram, every single picture is one of their sponsored athletes wearing their clothing. People buy from people that they trust. Way more we could talk about branding. I'll save it for other videos, but this kind of completes the whole 3-part design segment series. So that concludes our 3-part series on design. We learned how to actually like come up with good designs in the first video. In the second video, I showed you how to hire designers for super cheap. And then in this video, we learned how to build a brand around those designs that you've made. Comment down below what you want to see. Do you want me to talk about like my YouTube channel? Because we've grown so fast, you guys, it's crazy. And like, I'm so thankful to have all of you part of all of this that's going on. So I can make a video about that if you want. I can make a video about my stores. I can make a video about Instagram. I can make a video about print on demand. I can make a video where I whip out my designer and I talk about like what designs typically will do well. Let me know what you guys want to see. Thank you again so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.